Good day, everyone. This is Kendrick Itkuban, and this is Battle Against Ignorance. Ignorance is one of the biggest problems in our society today. It does not only mean lacking of knowledge or being unaware of certain facts. Ignorance is also choosing not to listen, refusing to learn, ignoring the truth, and the judgment to others without understanding them. It happens when people close their minds to new ideas or reject perspectives that are different from their own world. Today, I want to talk about the battle against ignorance because we live in a modern world where information is everywhere. With just one click on our phones or computers, we can learn about science, history, and culture, and even technology, and even world events. We can communicate with people from different countries and discover ideas that previous generation could only imagine. Education and knowledge are now accessible than ever as before. Yet despite all of this advancement, ignorance still continues to grow. Many people spread false information online without checking if it's true or not. Others judge people based on stereotypes, appearance, religion, and even social status without taking time to understand them. Some refuse to listen to the others' opinions because their own beliefs are always right. Instead of using information to unite people, ignorance often turns knowledge into a weapon that creates conflict and misunderstanding. Ignorance is dangerous because it creates division among individuals and communities. It leads to discrimination, hatred, fear, and violence. Throughout history, many wars, injustices, and acts of cruelty began because people refused to understand one another. When people allow ignorance to control their minds, they become less compassionate and less willing to respect and learn to others. One common example of ignorance today is the spread of fake news and misinformation on social media. Many people immediately believe and share posts without checking reliable sources or verifying the facts. Because of this, lies spread faster than the truth. False information can damage reputation, create panics, influence people's decisions, and put lives even at risk. In a world where information travels so quickly, critical thinking has will become more important than ever. Ignorance can also prevent personal growth. A person who believes they already know everything stops learning. But no matter how educated or experienced we are, there will always be something new to discover. True wisdom comes after recognizing that we do not know everything. Learning should never stop from after graduation. After leaving the classroom, education is a lifelong process that continues through reading, listening, observing, and having meaningful conversation with others. Another harmful effects of ignorance is intolerance. Many people fear because they do not understand. Instead of asking questions or trying to learn, they choose to criticize or reject the others. This creates barriers between cultures, beliefs, and communities. But however, when people become open-minded and willing to understand one another, society becomes more peaceful and united. The battle against ignorance begins with us. It begins with the choices we make every day. We must learn how to think critically instead of blindly believing everything we hear and see online. We should verify information before sharing it. We should listen carefully before judging others. And most importantly, we should remain open-minded and learning. Even when new ideas challenge our own belief, by reading books, studying reliable sources, listening to experts, and engaging in respectful discussion can help us become more informed individuals. But knowledge alone is not enough. We must only learn empathy and understanding because being intelligent means not only knowing facts but also knowing how to respect and value other people. We should also encourage others to fight ignorance. Teachers, parents, students, leaders, and ordinary citizens all can play important role in spreading the truth and awareness. By educating one another and promoting understanding, we can help a society build on respect, honesty, and unity rather than fear and misinformation. Most importantly, we should never be ashamed to admit that we do that know something. Asking questions is not a sign of weakness. In fact, it is a sign of wisdom, humility, and willingness to learn. The people who continue asking questions are the ones who continue learning and improving on themselves. Well, overall, ignorance is dangerous because it prevents understanding, growth, peace, and unity. It creates conflict, spreads misinformation, and stops people from reaching their fullest potential. But ignorance can be defeated through education, open mindedness, empathy, and critical thinking. The battle against ignorance is not fought with violence or hatred. It is fought with knowledge, truth, compassion, and understanding. Because every time we choose to learn instead of judging, to listen and to ignore, and to seek truth, information, and spreading lies, we help win that battle. And that battle starts with each one of us. Thank you so much.